Today we're making beet pickles. Typically it's a sweet syrup, not too sweet, but a sweet syrup with cinnamon and cloves and allspice that go into the syrup. But first of all, we went to the farmer's market and we bought beets, big beets, because I like the big beets. They are just as tender when you cook them, because you have to cook them down to fork tender. And so I washed them all, and I got one left to wash, and I have my little piggy brush. So I'll just show you. I'll tell you because I can't get the camera down there. You just wash it good. Wash all the dirt off. Take most of the stem off, most of the root off. Beets this year were hard to find, but we managed to find, maybe a half a peck. Enough for quite a few jars for presents for Christmas. In goes the last beet. I have, as you can see, large pans of water. It takes probably a good 45 minutes or an hour for them to cook tender. People enjoy homemade gifts. They're always wonderful to have around for maybe you were invited somewhere for dinner or whatever, to bring a small jar, whatever, pickled beets. It's all said and done. On the counter, they're like jewels to me. They're beautiful. Maybe it's a pioneer woman in me. You know, my great-greats came from Norway and took a covered wagon to western Minnesota. Not that that makes me a pioneer woman, but I certainly love to prepare food and save it for the winter. Maybe it's being a Minnesotan. Maybe it's being older. Maybe it's being in a family that has a tradition of canning food and having it for the winter season. It is a little bit more than some things, but it's worth it to open a jar and put in a nice, beautiful dish for Thanksgiving or for Christmas. It always seems to be appreciated. One little hint, if you're gonna work with beets, wear something dark. Don't wear white. Hope you enjoy the process. She joined us. Fun. There's a saying, a watched pot never boils, but I've been watching these guys and they're boiling. So pretty soon we'll be on the next step and my darling daughter gets to wash jars.
Before I got here, I had to substitute teach this morning, so I'm just more than happy to come and help do what I can.
Yeah, well, and it can be a long process, so I cut down on some of that time.
So how much is left of the boiling?
I'd say another 15-20 minutes. Do you want a cup of tea?
Oh, a cup of tea. Maybe we could chat for a little bit. Yeah, I'll have some tea. So,
this is from a church recipe book.
Oh, very good.
I keep taking the tongs and I go in and pull the bottom ones up. Or the ones that are exposed because some of the water is evaporated, but just kind of turn them so they all are boiling. Okay. So the first thing it says is 2 cups of sugar. So I'm going to put 4 cups of sugar because I'm going to double it. And so then the next one, it says 2 cups white vinegar, so I'll double it and I'll do 4. Anyway, 1 teaspoon cloves, so I'll do 2 teaspoons cloves. And you want it to be level. And then the next one is 1 teaspoon allspice. It's the spicy smells of fall, actually. Pumpkin pies and beet pickles, all the end of the summer canning you do. Did I put in 1 or 2 already?
I don't think you've put any in.
Oh my goodness. Okay, 1 more of allspice. Okay, so I'll put 2 tablespoons of cinnamon in. That's it, but I don't think this is going to be enough. So I'm going to put, it says 1 cup of water. And a little bit more. At first I doubled the recipe that's written down, and now I have done that again. So it's actually, compared to what's on the paper, it's 4 recipes. So now I'm trying to incorporate the sugar with the spices, just having it dissolve in the liquid here, which is a little bit of water and quite a bit of vinegar. And that is the syrup.
So all you do is just dissolve it.
That's what I'm doing.
Dissolve the sugar.
Yeah, just before it goes in the pan. Next step, I'm going to test them to see if they're tender. And I have a sharp knife, and I'm just going to go through, and as you can see, the knife is going right through that beet, so it's tender all the way through. So now I'm going to take them out, let them cool for a bit, and we're heading toward the home stretch. Pour water in and around the sides of all the jars. That kills, again, all the bacteria and all the little nasties we don't want in there. It sloughs off, as you can see, very easy. And then the next step is I'll hand them over to Keely, and she can start cutting them up. And see, I took the root part off and the stem part off, so.
I get to cut little pieces this big. So that'd be like a couple inches by an inch.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, around there. You know, it's not a science, but.
I have to show this. This is so pretty.
It is.
Looks like a tree.
Yeah.
Like
an
a tree
agate.
ring. Oh, an agate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. And so we could talk about the value now of why go through all this bother. And
Yeah.
as you can see, I'm itching because I have a wool sweater. So yeah. Oopsies. Get back.
See what I have to put up with?
Okay. Do you have any more to work on?
Yeah, I was
Take your first taste of your beet. Talk about it.
Oh, it's spicy and it's tender and there's a little ting to it, and it's just a wonderful condiment to any kind of meal. Mm-hmm. It's
Especially,
turkey.
yep, Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving comes around and she brings over she brings a lot of food actually. She brings a lot. So look at this. Just beautiful. Super, super beautiful.
They should have a color in the
Yeah, like beet red.
paint. Yeah, beet burgundy.
There.
Alright.
So now we just put it over here.
No, I don't want to.
Nope, we're not doing that.
Nope.
Nope.
Because I can't tell you how many times I've had to clean the top.
Okay. Let's keep it over here.
And now we covered to the top with syrup, and now we bring the heat up to bubbly, and then we have to cook it for 10 minutes, that stage. And then when that's done, we put them in the jars. And when that's done, we put them back in these things to can them.
So I'm pretty picky on what I do and what I pick for sub jobs. But today I was at a high school and I was doing some special ed classes, and there was 16 teachers gone today.
Oh my goodness.
Which for the second Friday of the school year, that's pretty bad, because usually that's in the spring where. So anyway, the secretary called me and said, "Hi, can I please have you take your prep hour and go teach math?" I said, "Yeah, I suppose," because that's a crapshoot.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen. So I just had to mentally prepare myself to get into a situation where I had to deal with 35 kids. And then I walked in and they were all the higher performance kids for geometry. It was HP geometry. So 5 kids, they looked up on the whiteboard and they got their assignment and they got the textbooks, and some of them worked on their, they got the textbooks on their computer, and so they worked the whole time. It was great.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
I was ready to
Fight.
yeah. What are we waiting for now? To boil? Should we check that?
Oh, yeah.
See if it's boiling?
Person could look at it.
Yeah, we're just yakking away. We're gonna see if it's boiling. Okay, Mom.
Alrighty. We're ready to do the second to the last process.
Oh, and it smells so good.
Yeah, it does.
It smells like Christmas.
Yes, it does. It smells like the holidays. So I have a slotted spoon. These have simmered for 10 minutes, boiled for 10 minutes in the syrup so that the beets can absorb
Here, let's
it.
show this actually.
See? Yep. And the next thing is to fill the jars. And we need one of these to do it. Slips right into the neck of the jar. So it makes it, you don't slop all over. Okay. So with the slotted spoon, again, I am filling the jars. And I'll do the first one and Keel can do the rest of them. There's a little bit of a technique to it. You want to have as many in there as possible. I take the jar, thump it on something soft so of course the glass doesn't break. And look, it goes down. I can put probably another quarter. Get more in the jar. So it's a clean towel to wipe off the rims, because if you don't wipe off the side and the top of the rims of the jar or the bottle, then the lids aren't going to adhere. They aren't going to vacuum. Right now I am filling the jars up with syrup. Now last time I had way too much syrup. This time I hope I have enough. Now they go into the canning kettle, and you bring it to a boil, and then you boil it for either 15 or 20 minutes and I will look at the recipe again. They cool down for a little tiny bit and then that vacuum will pull that lid down and they're safe and secure for consumption.
For many, many months.
Yes. Oh yeah. Years. Sometimes years. Okay, we'll do these now. And this is a handy dandy. You don't have to come near that water. You just grab the neck and you pull it out. It's got rubber on the bottom so it sticks really well to the glass. So we take these all out and then we put some more in. And pretty soon we'll be all done with our beet pickles. Well, this is it. This is the last jars taken out of the boiling bath. And all of them have pinged. When the vacuum is created, it makes a ping in the lid. It's a nice sound.
It is. We got 10 jars. Oh, there, did you hear that?
Did you hear it?
There'll be more.
Yeah.
So when it goes down, right? It goes
Sucks down.
goes down.
Yeah. I'm just gonna wipe a little bit of.
Yeah. Oh, there goes that
Did you
one.
hear that one?
We're easily entertained.
Oh, that's a lot of work. That isn't easily entertained.
No, this was 5 hours of work. And only like 2.5 for me. So good job, Mom.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So we've got like 10 jars out of, what was it, like 30 beets that we got at the farmer's
But
market.
you remember watching what they looked like. They were big guys because you can find little tiny beets very easily, but it takes forever to clean them. So
And there weren't a lot at the farmer's market.
No.
So we were pretty lucky to get 30 big ones.
It was only
Yeah.
one place we could find them.
I know.
Yeah. So
So good. So here's a little bit left over, and go ahead. I'm holding the camera, Mom. Yeah.
good.
You guys enjoyed coming along here and watching us do some homemade canning of the beers.
So if anybody wants to help,
Oh, you mean like leave a comment?
Yeah.
Ooh,
that would
we'll
be-
see in the next vlog. Anything else?
No, it's been a joy, sweetie.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I agree. Okay, see you later.
Yeah. Bye bye.